Okay. Hopefully the sound is good. Audio mixer. Hello, hello. Okay, please try to be quiet. I'm going live right now. Hello, this is a test, everybody. I hope you can hear me. I'm coming on in just a minute. Preview. Oh. Wow. Good afternoon, everybody. I think I've got this working. With a little bit of luck, I am now pumping out to Vimeo for a trial demo with their live, which also can multi-stream to In.Live, my preferred streaming provider, of which the company of which I am an artistic advisor. So I hope you are watching on your choice of platform. I hope you try out listening on In.Live. The quality is amazing. They are working on getting this multi-stream capability built in, and it's coming very soon. But I wanted to try doing it on my end without a whole lot of equipment. So in the past, I brought in my engineer, Ed Ingold, and Ed is he's just a genius and he's great. And let me tell you, I'm as nervous getting this all set up and trying to start on time as if I were going to be playing for you in person today. I mean, it's so many numbers and letters and codes and stream keys and URLs to get everything set up, compounded by the fact that when you have more than one Vimeo account or more than one Google account or more than one of anything, trying to figure out which one is working with which, I don't know. It's crazy. But I'm kind of loving all this technology. It's just, there's a learning curve. Anyway, so welcome to day 7 of the Beethoven 250th birthday celebration that I am hosting for 8 days in a row, and this is day 7. So if you have not seen the previous 6 days, I encourage you to watch them on In.Live. They're all free. Donations and tips are certainly gratefully accepted and acknowledged. That's the great thing about In.Live is there's a built-in paywall there. So anyway, today is going to be a wonderful day that I am featuring my dear friend, Michaela Paich. Michaela is an American violinist, and we first met at the Yale School of Music back in the 1980s. So we knew each other back then sort of tangentially, and we had never worked together. And then I moved here to Chicago, to the Chicago area, and ran into Michaela's sister, Brigitte, and her husband, Tad, who also had attended the Yale School of Music. And we became very, very excellent friends. And one day, Brigitte said to me, why don't you and Michaela play some concerts together? So I said, that would be a great idea. And right now, I guess the big hurdle was to surmount was the fact that Michaela lives in Switzerland full time, but she comes back here often and loves to come to Chicago to visit her sister and her family here. So I planned us a little tour. And I invited her to perform on WFMT, on the Live from WFMT program with me, 3 Beethoven sonatas as part of my cycle of the Beethoven violin and piano sonatas that I did for WFMT starting in 2016, and I think concluding with the final program in 2018. So anyway, I'll just read to you a little bit about Michaela so I don't leave anything out about her bio. But this is actually from the bio that we had printed from one of the programs, from one of the many concerts that we did together. So first we did this Beethoven concert in at least 4 places: at Concordia University, where I was on faculty at that time, and at the Family Piano Company, at the Northbrook Public Library, and at WFMT. And then Michaela got us some opportunities out in Colorado Springs, where she was born and raised. So we flew out to Colorado together and played there. So we had a grand time performing together, and then we subsequently played as a trio, the Sheridan Solisti Trio, and had played some wonderful concerts together as part of that trio with Stephen Sigurdsson, the cellist, very excellent cellist. And we premiered, that was the first time that I had suggested we premiere a work by a new friend of mine on Facebook, Aaron Alter. And the composer Aaron Alter and I have gone on to do many other wonderful pieces that we've collaborated that he's composed for me. He dedicated his piano sonata to me. But it all started with his piano trio, Solar Rays. So Michaela and I have played that together with Steve Sigurdsson. And then we had a wonderful opportunity to play Beethoven's Triple Concerto together. So that was supposed to be part of today's broadcast. But for some reason, the engineer of that, Mark Tullis, who's passed away a year ago, August, at a young age of 53, he never sent me the actual file, and I only have an unlisted YouTube video, so it can't be downloaded and it can't be shared, and I have no control over it. So when I do get the file from his partner, I plan to put it out there at some point, but not for this program. Anyway, more now about Michaela specifically. Surely you know about me. I'm a Steinway artist, and I've played internationally with orchestras and as a soloist and a chamber musician. And Beethoven is one of my great passions. I was very fortunate to study with 2 great Beethoven interpreters, Claude Frank and Karl Ulrich Schnabel. So now about Michaela. Michaela's Page's playing has been described as gloriously charged, beguiling, velvety, from the Strad, no less. Her captivating artistry is celebrated for the soaring vitality and the personal commitment she shows her audiences. You will see this for sure. Michaela garnered international attention and numerous awards, including first prize in the G.B. Dealey International Competition and a bronze medal in the Queen Elizabeth International Competition, and the prize for the Russian composition by Yuri Falik at the International Tchaikovsky Competition. Page has performed as a soloist, recitalist, and chamber musician in the major musical centers of the world, including New York's Carnegie Hall and Avery Fisher Hall, and the Library